Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about variables in C. So, variable is a name given to store data values in a memory locations. So, for example, I have a value that is 10. So, I want to store in the memory location. So, this is memory location. I want to store 10 value in the memory location. So, for this purpose, you need to have one variable. So I am taking a as variable. Okay. Now a is a variable which is used to store the values in the memory location. So here this memory location name is a and here it stores 10 value. Okay. So it is a name given to store data values in a memory location. So you can specify the data type also. So here I am specifying the data type int a is equals to 10, which means a is a variable which is integer type variable which is only store integer values. So here int a is equals to 10. For suppose if you take like this, int a is equals to a, capital A. This is not possible because here a is an integer variable which is only store numerical values, integer values. Okay. Variables is not fixed value. That means it takes different values of different types at the program execution. So variables are not fixed values. So we can change during the execution of the program. Okay. Those are not fixed values. Variables must be written in a more meaningful way. So I already told int a, which means a is a variable which only stores integer values. For example, float b. So here float b is a floating point data type variable which is only stored floating point data. Okay. Again, char c. So c is a character variable which is only store character data. Okay. So variables must be written in a more meaningful way. A variable name is chosen by the programmer in a meaningful way so as to reflect his function or nature in the program. So here variable names are chosen by the programmer. Okay. So that variables have meaningful way. Okay. Let's see some example. So here the examples are int a is a comma b, which means a b are two variables. Okay, this is memory location and this is also one memory location. A and b are used to store only integer values, which means only numbers. Okay, those are positive and negative numbers. Float c comma d. Okay, so here c comma d are floating point data type variables which only stores numbers which contain precision. Okay, decimal point variables are stored. Decimal point numbers are stored. Char yes name of 20. So here of 20 is the size, which means char yes name is a variable name, char is a data type, and here the size of yes name is 20. You can store up to 20 characters. Okay, you can store up to 20 characters because the size of character is 20. Okay, so if you like this, if you write like this, char yes, so in this variable you can store only one single character because here you didn't specify the size. If you specify the size, you can store up to the size. Okay. Rules of variables. So while declaring the variables, you need to know some rules. You need to keep some rules in mind. Okay. Those rules are: variables can have alphabets, digits, underscore. Okay. So variables can have alphabets or digits or underscore. But variable should not begin with a digit. Okay. So the variable should not begin with a digit. Variable should start with alphabets or underscore. Okay. So the variable name can begin with underscore or alphabet, but it should not begin with digit. Lowercase letters and uppercase letters are different. So here int A is different, int capital A is different. So two memory locations are allocated. Okay, so one for small a, one for capital A. Okay, variables should not exceed 31 characters. The size of variables should not exceed 31 characters. Okay, variables should not contain spaces, but in case of spaces we can use underscore. For suppose int yes number. Okay, that means student number. Yes number. So here I given space between s and number. So this is not allowed while naming the variables. So here you can put underscore symbol. We can use underscore symbol. Variable should not be a keyword. So I already discussed 32 keywords. So variable name should not be a keywords. So these are the very important rules while naming the variables. Okay, let's see some valid and invalid examples. So here some examples of valid variable names are John. Okay, so here variable name can be started with alphabet or underscore. So here alphabet, okay, uppercase letters and lowercase letters are different. Next value, next one is tea rice. So here tea and rice are two different words. So here we are separating with underscore. Okay, blank spaces are not allowed, so that's why we are using underscore. Delhi x1. So here x is one alphabet, 1 is one digit. Okay, variable name should start with underscore or alphabet, but it should not start with number. Next, phone value. So these are the valid examples of variables. Next, see some invalid examples. So 1, 2, 3. Variables name should not start with digit. Okay, so here it contains all digits, so this is not valid. Next one is area. So variable name should start with alphabet or underscore. Should not start with any special symbols or numbers. Okay, so here parenthesis is a special symbol. Next one is percentage. Percentage is also one special symbol. Okay, so it should start with alphabet or underscore. Next, 25th. So this is also invalid. So these are the examples of invalid examples. Okay. So let's see one table. It shows the valid and remark. Okay. So first tag. So here first is one word and tag is one word. So here we are two words are combining with underscore symbol. So this is valid. Care. It is not valid because care is a keyword. So I already told keywords are not used as variable names. Next, price and. So it is also not valid because $sign is illegal. $sign is illegal. Variable names can have digits, alphabets and underscore. So special symbols are not allowed while naming the variable. So $sign is illegal. Group 1. So it is also invalid because blank spaces are not permitted. Okay. Average number. It is valid. Okay. Int type. It is also valid because int is a keyword. But keyword may be part of the name. Okay. So only keyword is not used, but it is valid along with some other words. Okay. So these are the valid and invalid points. Next, declaration of variables. So how to declare variables? So this is also very important. Declaration means memory allocation. So here you are allocating memory. So if you want to store 10 in the memory locations, first you need to declare one variable. Okay. So declaration is nothing but allocating memory for the variable. So syntax for declaring one variable is very important. Data type, variable name. Okay. So data type, variable name. So already we have discussed about the data types. int, float, char. Okay, int a. So a is a variable which is used to store integer value. Char c. C is a variable which is used to store character data type value. B, float. B is a variable which is used to store floating point data type variables values. Okay, so data type variable name is the syntax for declaring variables. Syntax for declaring more than one variable. So here we declared only one variable. If you want to declare more variables, then the syntax is data type variable names. Okay, data type variable names. So here int a comma b comma c comma d. A, B, C, D are 4 different variables, but these all variables are used to store only one data type values, that is int. Okay. Next, float x comma y comma z. So it is also x, y, z are 3 different variables which are used to store floating point variables. Okay. So int a comma b comma c comma d, here values are memory is allocated like this: A, B, C and D. So you can store in these locations. Okay. Let's see initialization of variables. So here we are allocated the memory for the variables. Next, if you want to store the variables in the memory locations, then you need to initialize the variables. Giving values to variables is known as initialization. So here it is easy to give the values to the variable by using two ways. So the first one is assignment statement and using read statement. So let's see first assignment statement. Syntax is data type variable name is equals to value. So in the part of declaration you can give value also. So which means int data type variable name is equals to value. Okay. So here memory is allocated for A and the value of A is 10. So in the memory location value is stored. So this is one part. So data type variable name is equals to value. Int z is equals to 495. Okay. Char x is equals to y. So here x is a variable, y is a data, because character values are denoted in a single quotations. Okay. Another syntax to assign the values to the variable is data type variable name, and variable name is equals to value. So first you need to declare the variable, then you can assign the variable. So here I declared int x. Okay, and then variable name is equals to y. So here the variable name is x is equals to 10. So when you declare, the memory is allocated. So here the name is x, and when you assign the value to the variable, the 10 is stored in the memory location. Okay. Next, so here you can use two methods to assign the values. Okay. So the first one is assignment statement. The second one is using read statement. So here by using read statement, the another way to give the values to the variable is using read statement. So those are scanf, getch, gets, etc. Okay. So scanf is used to read the data from the user. So if you want to store, here I declared one variable, that is int x. So if you want to store the value, then scanf, because integer type we use %d comma x. So whatever the value those given to the user, okay, that value is stored in the memory location x. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Variables and how to declare the variables and how to initialize the variables. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding to this video, please comment me in the comment section. For more videos, please subscribe my channel.